welcome back to Life Uninterrupted. I'm Shauna.
And I'm Brian, and we are coming to you from Atlantic Beach in Jacksonville, Florida.
Right.
Something that is popular on YouTube, at least around the RV channels, is the 10-question RV challenge. We're recently challenged by another small YouTube channel such as ours by the name of Pawz Effect.
Yes.
So a shout out to Pawz Effect, and I say we get on to the first question.
Question number 1, Brian. If you could change or add one thing on your RV, what would that be? That's kind of a funny question for us right now.
An absolutely bulletproof, indestructible engine.
How timely. I wonder if we're the only ones who have answered the question that way.
Yeah, so, maybe. And I answer that way because as of right this second, our coach is in the shop. We were just recently given some bad news that it needs a new engine. Mm-hmm. Not good news, to the tune of around probably $10,000 to $15,000.
Yeah.
Let's hope that's not the case. I haven't done some other checks, but you know.
Y'all keep your fingers crossed for us.
It's a new roof on a sticks and bricks, maybe a couple of air conditioning units, you know, those kinds of things. So like we always say, make sure you have that in your budget so that when these big ticket items come up, you have money to pay for them.
Absolutely. And we're stranded in Jacksonville right now, but look where we are stranded. I mean, we're not actually stranded on the beach, but we've got this to come to, so it could be a lot worse. That's what I keep reminding Brian. Anyhow.
So that's my answer. How about yours?
For me, it would be a king-size bed, hands down.
Yeah, right now we have a short queen, which, I mean, a lot of RVs have, and it's a sleep number, which, you know, has its benefits.
Nice, right?
So that's good.
Yeah.
Quick change of scenery. We have the dunes behind us, and they're doing a sea oat revitalization effort here to kind of put back the sea oats to help protect the homes on the other side of it from storm surge.
Question number 2. What's something you didn't expect when you got your first RV? And we've had many RVs, so let's just start with the RV that we have today.
Yeah.
Okay.
You start. I have to think about that.
All right. What's something you didn't expect when you got your first RV? Ooh, that is kind of a tough one.
Well, I'll go ahead and start.
I
didn't expect that finding good qualified repair shops would be so difficult.
I think that might be our theme through all these questions.
I think we ran into that multiple times.
Yes.
Especially with the engine issue. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think qualified service and repair centers that can do the work in a timely manner.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I did think of one for me. I think it would be the difficulty that we've had sometimes in leveling our rig when we go to like state parks and those types of campgrounds, and not necessarily leveling the rig, but finding level spots. Yeah, I didn't realize that would be a potential issue, and it definitely has been for us. But
with most motorhomes, it's much more difficult to get level than, let's say, a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. So a motorhome just doesn't articulate as well along its wheelbase. So that can be an issue. All right, next question is, what was the deciding factor for buying your first RV? As we mentioned a second ago, we've had a few RVs, so we'll just focus on our latest, our motorhome, and that was, for me, to have just far fewer things to have to set up and tear down. For instance, in a typical trailer, fifth wheel, it takes a lot longer to set up, at least in our experience. Maybe 30 minutes or so, maybe a little longer depending on where you're at. With the motorhome, as long as it's reasonably level, pull in literally 5 minutes, it's set up. Set up, leveled, slides out, and that's it.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, and you know, that was a major deciding factor for me.
Absolutely, those are all good reasons. The only thing that I can think of is we've had, as Brian mentioned, many different types of RVs, and we wanted to have a motorhome, and I thought it'd be really cool to be able to use the bathroom as well as make a sandwich while we're going down the road. So that was one of the reasons that I really wanted to get a motorhome, and so glad that we did.
Yeah. Question number 4.
What's your favorite meal to cook at camp? Can I do the first one? Steaks and potatoes. Actually, it's salad now because we're on keto, but steaks for sure. They just taste better, taste different when you're camping.
Yeah, cooked on the grill outside. For me, I'd have to say I do like making fish tacos.
Yes.
Especially when you're someplace like this where they have fresh seafood, and you can get relatively fresh seafood.
Yes.
Make fish tacos.
Yummy. What are we gonna have for dinner tonight?
No.
Fish tacos. No, we're gonna have fish tacos.
We are at yet another location on the beach.
We are.
With question number 5.
All right, question number 5. What's your must-see RV destination? It's a hard one because there's so much that we want to see.
I think for me, we just did that, and that was spending some time in the Keys.
Oh yeah.
Florida Keys.
That was a bucket list item for us for sure. Yeah. And we talked about Alaska being one of our destinations. It's still on the list. I think we have some concerns about how rough the roads and terrain can be on our RV, especially after we're going through a lot of work right now on it. And
I think if we ever did Alaska, I would rent something like a Class B van or something like that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't take our rig there.
Maybe not.
Nope.
For me, destination would be Baja, Mexico.
Yep.
Baja, the whole Baja Peninsula.
California.
Yes. Oh, would love to do that. I think that's still on our list.
It is.
Yeah. Any takers? Anyone want to go? We need a caravan.
Yeah, so we put the question out there. I think we've had one or two other possible takers, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, let us know if that's something that interests you. For sure.
Definitely.
All right, question number 6. What's your favorite thing about RVing? Can I go first? For me, it's the constant change. Anyone who knows me knows I love change, and you get a lot of change in this lifestyle.
This is true. Yeah, for me too. It's just all the exciting things you get to see and do.
Yes.
That you wouldn't normally be able to do on a week's vacation.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Question number 7.
Yet another undisclosed location.
Yes. What's your least favorite thing about RVing? This should be easy. I'm just gonna let you take this one, because we agree.
So I think we both agree that it's the uncertainty with respect to repairs and finding a repair shop that can either do the work or do the work in a timely manner or do the work to your satisfaction. We have found that very difficult, and that's one of the things that's going on in the RV industry today is the lack of really good qualified service centers for any type of RV. I mean, we hear it all the time, of the horror stories about poor maintenance, and supposed to get one thing fixed, you pull out and the thing is still a problem, or there are other problems. So anyway, kind of me rambling, but that's the biggest
it has to be one of the most difficult things, and it was one of my fears going into this was what happens when we break down. What do we do with the rig? What do we do with us? What about the dogs?
Yeah, the biggest thing is having to move out, like we have this this last 10 days, move out of our home into a hotel, disrupt our schedule, or the dogs, the whole. It's perplexing.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It really is a big deal.
And just know going into this lifestyle that is probably going to happen to you at some time, during your travels.
At some point.
Unfortunately, it happened to us sooner than we had hoped, but hey.
And whether or not you have a new rig or you have a used rig, at some point, because we've heard it from everyone we know, when they have new and they have used, that there is some type of a repair or a breakdown that occurs. So you need to be prepared for that. You need to budget for that, have the financial wherewithal to get through that. Keep your calm and understand definitely that things could be worse, and these things happen when you're living in a sticks and bricks. They do. It's just a little bit different. You may not have to move out of your house, although if you live in Arizona and your AC goes out in the middle of summer, you may have to go stay in a hotel. Exactly. So there's a lot to have to think about, and I think we were lucky in this circumstance. I really do, in that we didn't break down in a very small town with one mechanic, who's backlogged 2 months. We didn't break down on the side of the highway. We really lucked out, and we used our FMCA benefit for towing, as well as, what is that called that we're using right now?
It's trip interruption.
Yes.
So we're more than 100 miles away from our home, and you know, so those benefits kick in, which is nice.
Is it called roadside rescue?
Roadside rescue. Well, roadside rescue is for towing, and FMCA has their own policy. It's an FMCA policy. It's through a third party, but it's FMCA branded still. That gives you, you know, a daily allowance for, you know, room and board while you're broken down, separated from your rig, whatever that might be.
Right, right. So that's one of the least favorite aspects of RVing.
Yes.
Would you agree? Yeah.
Here we are, yet another undisclosed location.
Guess where we are? No, just kidding.
Still in Florida.
Still in Florida.
Making our way out. So we had a little respite between yesterday's question and today's question.
Yeah.
Because it's a travel day for us, so we figured we'd knock these out while we're on the road. So question number 8.
8. We're on question number 8. What's the must-have on your next RV?
So for me, a must-have on our next RV would be a more reliable slide system. We've got the, I think they're Quickie or Power Gear slides now. And I've had to repair them 3 different times now in about a year. It's an older coach, yeah, I get it, but they just don't seem to be too reliable. So maybe since a Tiffin Phaeton might be in our near future, I think they probably have a much more reliable slide system.
Is that a diesel pusher?
Just saying. Tiffin Phaeton?
Is that a diesel pusher?
Yes, a definite diesel pusher. Just saying. You never know what might happen.
The only thing I can think of for me would be a king-size bed, but I wouldn't want to compromise on our front living space to have that king-size bed, so it's kind of a trade-off. Love to have it, but...
Yeah, a king-size bed just means, for the most part, a lot of times a longer coach. You know, so ours is 35 feet.
Yeah.
It's actually 34/8, something like that. So generally a king bed, you're going to need a little bit more room in the bedroom area, so that translates into a longer coach.
True.
So there are compromises there. Maybe you can't get into some of the spaces we're able to get into with longer coaches. Ours is kind of in that sweet spot, 35, 36 feet.
Yeah, and we do pretty darn well.
I've had no problem.
So maybe not if a king-size bed. I would love to have a fireplace, and not necessarily a fireplace that actually operates, but maybe one of those electric fireplaces. That would be nice.
The faux fireplace.
Yes, I would love that. Just such a great ambiance in the wintertime.
Question number 9.
Oh, this is a fun one. What's your favorite adult beverage at camp? Let me take that one.
For me, anything that has alcohol.
Well, sure.
Usually for me, I mean, I have a few bottles of scotch from my scotch collection. And I did notice that Michael from RVDM is a scotch connoisseur as well. So Michael, I feel your pain. I gave a lot of my scotch collection away. I did keep a couple of very nice bottles for myself, so occasionally I'll have that, but mostly kind of depends on where we are. If we're out camping in the forest, usually a beer. If we're somewhere tropical like we were in the Keys, you know, some kind of rum punch or something like that.
That's a really good point. And we have 2 celebration periods, I would say. Usually when we arrive somewhere, one of the first things we have to do is have a little something cold to celebrate that we've arrived, we've gotten camp set up. Another one, actually we have more than just one. Then we have, when our video launches, we'll have a little celebration. And then we have a sunset celebration.
Indeed.
What type of celebrations do you have?
Yeah, I mean, most people have a setup celebration, some kind of a sundowner celebration, whatever it is. So yeah, we'd be interested in hearing what you do. When you do. What you do.
When you do what you do, what you do.
All right, we are at our last undisclosed location.
Yep, guess where we are.
You can't tell where that is.
We went through these questions really fast. Here we are at number 10 already. Wow. So we're efficient.
Number 10.
Question number 10. What's your favorite indoor RV accessory?
I'll have to think about that. Go first.
Oh, sure. My favorite, because we don't have it built into the rig, is our portable washing machine. It has been a lifesaver in a sense that, you know, when you have a small load, you don't want to cart it over, you don't want to cart your 3 pairs of white shorts over to the laundromat and pay $3 for a wash and $2 for a dry. We just put them in our little portable dishwasher.
Dishwasher? Well, maybe that's the secondary use. Because we don't have a dishwasher either.
Think about that, right? Yeah, so anyhow, you can put them in your little portable washing machine, and it takes, I don't know, 15 minutes total to wash a little load. It takes a lot of water. That's probably the only downside.
Yeah.
So
for a small load, probably 6 gallons or so.
Yeah, but it's adjustable.
Yeah.
So if it's a smaller load, you can adjust it down to 3. You can adjust the spin cycle and all that good stuff. Love it. It fits in our shower, and we actually showed that washing machine in our motorhome tour.
Yeah, we touched on it briefly in our motorhome tour. I'll put a link to that. Should be up here somewhere.
Yeah.
To the motorhome tour. And let's see. So my favorite indoor RV accessory, or a cellular router.
Yeah.
And again, in our motorhome, the link is there. You've already, if you're looking at the same video for the dishwasher.
I know. What is that?
The laundry machine. It'll be in there too. I touched briefly on it, but I'll put a link in the description. That makes life so easy. I would say since we've been on the road since May of this year, 90% of the time, I'd probably say 95% of the time, they get perfect strong cellular signal with that. So it makes life easy, and if it makes life easy, it's a favorite to me.
Yes, absolutely. So, yeah. And we're curious, what is your favorite indoor RV accessory? The question's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be. I mean, it could be anything for anybody, right?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so.
Is it your popcorn popper? Is it your, you know, what is it? But that's ours. Or that's how we interpreted the question. And it's interesting to hear from others what their favorite indoor RV accessory is. Yeah.
To each their own, as we say.
So here we are at the end. We hope that you enjoyed hearing us go through the 10 RV question challenge, and now it's our turn to challenge another YouTuber.
Yes. Drum roll.
I have someone in mind.
Drum roll.
Okay.
Who's that going to be?
It's going to be Lon and Ruth of Briggs On The Road. You guys go. Go. Can't wait to hear from you.
This is without caffeine.
I had a little bit of chocolate. Does that count?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, caffeine and chocolate.
Yeah, well, yes, there's caffeine and chocolate. So as always, if you like the video, give us a big thumbs up. Again, give us some comments in the video. Let us know what some of your favorites are.
Yes.
And as always, if you haven't already, subscribe.
Love to have you join our community. Absolutely.
Well, what do they do with the bell?
They need to tap that bell so that they're notified when we release a new video.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Until next time.
All right. We'll see ya. Recently challenged by a sister YouTube channel called Pawz. Why am I saying sister? Okay, let's start that over.
We're challenged by another channel.
Big board coming through.
The first question.
Let's get started. Okay, but I need to be on that side. I can't see it all.
Question number 5.
I don't know it. Were we recording? Do number 10 by the way. Oh, damn it. Okay, we are on question number, hold on, hold the phone. 1, 2.